Good evening, welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 3. When we left off last time, we met a familiar, well, I was going to say a familiar face, but he looks very different here. Here's our boy, Revolver Ocelot. Okay, everyone is unconscious. I don't know how long they're going to stay that way. Let's look around a little bit. Alright, do we have anything else cool in here that I missed? These lockers are driving me nuts. Okay, let's... yeah. No, I really can't. Hitting the action button. Fine. Anything else in here? There's gotta be a way to interact with these, and for some reason I'm just not figuring it out. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, I gotta remember to do that more often. I will mess around with the camouflage this time. I do realize now, I've been looking at the comments, that, yeah, that's something I have to actively manage. Alright. There was nothing else that we wanted up. I don't think there's anything over here. Just looking around while I have the opportunity, because I have a feeling once I zone out of here, those guys won't be unconscious anymore, and I'm not going to get another chance to really explore this area again. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, we're hungry. I could try to get the snakes underneath here. Let's do it. I'm operating on the assumption that all of my enemies here are going to stay unconscious until I leave the area. Could go badly if they don't, but cross that bridge when we come to it. Now, I know you're really hungry. Where's my pathway underneath here? There we go. Okay, so I can knife or trank the animals, except in this view. There we go. Yeah. There you go. There's another snake under here. Where is it? There's also that rat. Oops. There's a bullet. It just stands there. Okay, and I think the other snake is through this side. It seems like a snake would give me more meat than a rat. But we'll have to see if the game actually does it that way or not. Alright. Okay. So, food. From here, or do I do it from somewhere else? I think I do it from somewhere else. It's not here. Food. Yeah, eat some food. Hit the proper button, Lavinia. Alright. Not eaten yet. Taste unknown, but said to be edible. Is it going to change after I eat it? Eat that rat. Yeah, eat it. So, decent, eh? Okay. Try out a python. Tasty. Ooh, he likes that. Nice. Captured alive was fairly tasty. Alright. Well, we are nice and full now. I could take the opportunity to get the rat in here, but... and maybe I should. Maybe we're going to be scarce on food later, but... we're just going to keep moving. Up you go. All the way. Excellent. I was curious if I could stay at the barrels, but no. So, extremely thrilled to see Revolver Ocelot here. I'm kind of missing... I'm thinking we're probably not going to see Otacon, are we? That's a bummer. I like Otacon. But he's way too young. Sure. Oh, hey, you didn't run far. Good.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Yeah, I know.
That's nice. Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
No, you got me. I'll help you out.
I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask.
Look.
Did they just destroy our backup? What is that? Is that what he was designing?
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1.
How many phases are there?
It won't be truly finished
Oh,
until
well, there
we
we go.
complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
Yeah, Russia will win.
And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly.
I'll do my best.
They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
I'll admit a part of me wants to be kind of judgy and is kind of like, you made a weapon that could start a world war. Yeah, I didn't want to die, but come on, dude. But then the rest of me, the larger part of me realizes, like, could I really say I'd do different in his position? If some... Well, I don't know. If they were holding his wife and child hostage, if someone held my family hostage, I'd probably do pretty much anything to try and guarantee their safety. If it was just they took me hostage and said, if you cooperate, we'll let you go, otherwise we're going to kill you, I'd probably just let them kill me because there's no guarantee that they're really going to let me go anyhow. So yeah, I guess slightly different situation, but I can't really say, having never been in such a position. Huh? Oh. Hey, how's it going, boss? What are you doing here? The boss. Is she actually a bad guy?
Boss?
Hey! Yeah, that would seem to indicate it's possible. Oh, great. Alright. Explain yourself, boss.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Who are you working for? What is that? She's the queen bee? Oh, that would freak me right out.
Hornets?
Oh, even worse. What just happens? Hornets are the worst. Who's this fella? Are these people with you, boss, or did we just lose him utterly? I'm still not sure if she's a traitor or not. Seems suspicious, but... we need to see her reaction to this. So, who are you guys?
My friends,
Yeah.
let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
Yeah, she totally betrayed us.
You once more.
Huh?
Welcome back, boss.
Oh.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
Why would I come? Is she counting me as part of the 5? There were, what, 3 guys up there? And then her is 4. Is Sokolov 5 or am I
It's
5?
raining blood.
Huh? No, it looks like regular
Is he
rain.
crying?
Who, God?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Huh? Who's this Frankenstein?
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Ah.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Is that where Ocelot got his, flare?
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Oh.
Recoilless nuclear warheads.
Why are you doing this, boss?
These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras.
Oh, you're a
He's
higher
not
class of
yet
snake,
found
huh?
an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Do it. He won't. Well. You gotta be serious about this, Snake. Ah! Okay, that's a problem.
He's seen my face.
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty distinctive. Actually, that was cruel of me to say Frankenstein. Well, I mean, he's got the lightning thing going on. But scars does not equal Frankenstein. He's just tall and
Khrushchev
imposing.
finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
No.
Wait,
Yeah,
he's my apprentice. I'll take care of him.
she won't kill us. She's got some kind of plan.
Jack, you can't come with us.
I don't want to come with you. What, you want to, like, shake hands goodbye or something? What's your plan here? Or is this her way of saying, accept your death? Yep. Alright, so beware the crocodiles.
The new blood has been rejected.
Are we going to put her bandana on? Because it looks more correct to me for Snake to wear a bandana.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
think she knows he's not dead. Yeah.
My place is with them now.
But why? You didn't give us any of your motivation. I know, it's probably on purpose to intrigue us, draw us into the story. Yep, she wounded us, but purposely did not kill us. She's got some kind of plan. So is she really defecting, or is she, like, undercover or something here? And I should have used my codec when I was at the scene where Ocelot was down, because I wonder if there would have been cool things people would have had to say.
Snake, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment.
You
Can
think?
move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it.
How? What are you gonna do? She's not on the scene. Is she just gonna talk me through what to
Stay
what
with
to do?
me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll
Perhaps.
talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment.
Okay.
Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment.
Okay.
Move the healing cursor with the left analog stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left analog stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood,
Oh, good
and
grief.
bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely.
Do I have all that stuff?
Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Alright, let's do. I should also mention, I am still playing on hard. I just want to give it a try. If it gets horrible and no progress is being made, then we might back out, but I want to do it. Okay, so what needs curing first? Probably this broken bone. So, surgery. And we don't need that. Oh, we do have all kinds of stuff. Great. Fasten it, she said, right? So, splint. Okay. And I think that... No, I thought... Did we need to bandage it as well? Maybe, but I'm not sure. Burns, cuts, gunshot wounds, and broken bones. Yes. There we go. Okay. So, next. Okay, this was all kinds of stuff. So, disinfect. Then a styptic, right? Ointment? No, there's no burn, so that's fine. But I think we need to suture. Okay. Bandage. Okay. Excellent. Didn't we have something going on with our leg? No? No. Okay. No bandage, not disinfected. So, no, we can disinfect it first thing. Still bleeding, so styptic. What else does it want? Oh, I gotta suture it. I did that out of order, but whatever. Okay. Deep cut. Bone fracture. Deep cut. Okay, we'll get all the deep cuts out of the way first. So, disinfectant. Not that way. Ah. Styptic. Bandage. Suture. This is running through a lot of my supplies. Hopefully I don't get so injured again. Okay, bone fractured. So we need to splint it and bandage it. There we go. Maybe a cigar now, Snake. Something to soothe the nerves a bit. Ugh. Although, much less gruesome than any of the injuries we have to treat similarly in any of the Telltale games, so I'll take it. What a day, huh, Snake? Put that bandage on, that bandana on. Do it, you know you want to. Yeah. Or, yeah, use it as a splint. That's probably the better move, but...
Good job, Snake.
Thanks.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon.
It's not going to be that easy. Okay. So this is all... Oh wait, that one... Okay. I'm trying to figure out if those are good guy copters or bad guy copters. I don't know my copters. Well, bad guy copters. Yeah. That's so the star is the bad guy, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. And I know that probably sounded really dumb. Like there's those of you are like, you don't know that? That's like, is it Russia or something? Probably. I know Russia's the bad guys in the game. Just saying, is the star like their traditional thing? I should know, but I don't. So yeah, see? There's more going on here, Snake. I don't think she's really betraying us. I think she's going undercover. She's got another motive. But she did say something interesting, that he hasn't found an emotion yet. So again, can we trust the people that are deploying us on this mission? Maybe not. We don't have Tricky Roy Campbell, but still. Oh, he's got a lot to think about. Oh, maybe a revolver, huh?
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are your ocelot senses picking up?
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
I didn't realize, this is dumb of me, that wasn't the boss at first, because she's blonde again. But yeah, she has glasses. I just thought the boss put glasses on, but no, her hair is different.
Nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear.
Well, good on her for trying anyway.
A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
That seems like a waste. Take out the research facility.
Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
It
Oh.
won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
This is really awesome getting to see the backstory of Ocelot. Well. Alright, there's my recovery balloon. Let's get out. Well, that might mess it up a bit. Oh boy! Oh, that is quite the thing. Yes, let's save. Excellent. Okay. Wait, what do you mean Konami just now presents? Wait. It's doing the same thing as number 2, isn't it? We started out with one thing, and then now we're gonna go... Are we gonna go over to, like, a totally different person? I love this sort of James Bond style intro going on here. The sultry lady singing. Snake's pretty cool.
Supreme. I give my life not for honor but for you.
It's wonderful.
There'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog.
The lyrics are wonderful.
To survive for the day we see new light. I give my life not for honor but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else.
I am quite impressed. That was very nicely done. And quite fun. I enjoy that. Alright, where are we going to pick up now? Oh, only 1 week later. That's not so bad. Arctic Ocean airspace, eh?
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean. Altitude 30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous Mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Well, but I notice he has the bandana on now. Yeah.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No.
Fox die.
This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
So...
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you?
Nope.
In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin?
Volgin.
Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war.
Oh, that's really cool.
In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss?
The boss.
The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons.
Yep.
Am I right so far?
Yes,
yes.
that's correct.
You sound maybe
And
skeptical.
the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
Yeah.
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen?
Maybe your radar's
It was
faulty.
clearly in violation of our
No.
airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
Well, it was the boss.
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government.
What proof?
You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device.
So
Then
you're gonna let us
you
in to
must
catch
find
her?
some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
What do you think it means? Come on.
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal.
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
The problem here, though, is I think she's actually got a reason for what she's doing.
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
All right. So then my guess is that boss is actually good. She's got reasons for what she's doing. She's going to explain them to us. We're going to want to side with her.
Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet.
And we'll have to... Well, will the game even let us make a choice? It'll be like a moral crisis for Snake, I think.
It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3.
We basically have to capture her, right?
About to lose it.
To avoid a war. Also, I have to say, I am super excited about the boss's story. Like, she's this gigantic hero, this incredible military person, and she's a woman. I just love that. Ooh, that's rough. It's only been a week. How much have our fractures healed in that time?
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time.
All right.
Rescue Sokolov.
Again.
Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
Oh.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
Well, if Khrushchev is
If
willing to
supporting
work
the
with us,
current
it's
regime
important.
helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I haven't.
Must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure.
Okay, don't get it wrong again. We don't need bad luck.
The actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to do Harry, but...
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
All right.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. More or less the same kind of fate.
Why would her medical
Her
license be
frequency
revoked?
is the same as during the Virtuous Mission. 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same. 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast.
Yeah, we probably really shouldn't be going in there.
Would dare come close. The password is, who are the Patriots? And Lali Lule Lo.
Lali Lule Lo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Well, well. Okay, so first thing I want to do, let's talk to everybody. I am not feeling a lot of confidence in Zero here. He starts out with Major Tom, which is just kind of silly, and he's completely oblivious to it. Although, what year did that song come out? That could be important, too. But now he's a Major Zero? Like, Major, I don't know. Okay. Paramedic.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
That's it?
I visited you in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
You were still unconscious, though.
Yeah, it said a week at first.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Snake.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so.
My.
But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
What venomous animals are around here?
I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Huh?
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
For
so that I
you,
could
Snake.
watch over you. Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble. To make sure you and the boss don't kill each other.
That's not going to happen. She's not actually a bad guy.
So that's why I volunteered.
I'm convinced of it.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
Huh?
You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
So there could be other types of snakes. I guess I was just assuming that all we're going to see is the reticulated python, but really there's plenty of snakes in a jungle, and some of those are venomous, so it's sounding like perhaps we'll run across some. Alright, Sigint, huh?
Yo! You're Snake, aren't you?
I am indeed.
You're Sigint?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
Huh?
I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology. I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector.
Nice.
If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field, just send me a message and ask. Later.
No, I wanted to keep chatting with you. Tell me about yourself. You seem like an interesting fella. He's actually got a lot of personality in his voice instead of just... Like, nothing against Nastasha. She was pretty cool, but most of the time it was just straightforward telling me about weapons. He may well be the same,
Sounds like
but...
the Cobra unit's members' names came from the specific
Nah, he's got
emotions
things to
they
say.
each carry into battle.
Emotions?
Yeah. For unbearable torment, the pain.
The pain?
For true oblivion, the end. For infinite rage, the fury. For absolute terror, the fear. And for unsurpassed bliss, the joy.
The joy?
Joy?
It's another name for the boss.
Oh.
Because of the joy she feels in battle, I suppose.
Huh.
During the war, she had a partner named the Sorrow. Sorrow and Joy. They say there couldn't have been a more perfect pair.
What happened to Sorrow? Tell me more about that.
The Davy Crockett's that the boss took with her when she defected are mortars that fire nuclear warheads. They're named after Davy Crockett, the hero who died defending the Alamo in the Texan War of Independence.
Remember the Alamo.
That's right. The warheads are equivalent to between 10 and 20 tons of TNT. Every building within 150 yards of the hypocenter is completely obliterated. But the warheads the boss had with her were some kind of experimental super bomb. So they're actually even more powerful than that. I don't even want to think about what happened if she used it again. Snake, you know what you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go into an area with all kinds of nuclear fallout. This is extremely dangerous. This is a bad idea. I mean, we don't have a choice, but jeez.
You're wearing the tiger stripe pattern camouflage, huh?
Well, at the moment, but I want to change it.
Tiger stripe is a forest camouflage. As you may have guessed by the name, it mimics the stripe pattern on a tiger's coat. It was originally worn by South Vietnamese Marines. Then it caught the attention of an American military advisor, and now they're thinking of introducing it into all kinds of special forces units.
Is that true?
It works
That's
best
cool.
in places with lots of trees and grass, but it should blend in with dirt and mud, too.
What else does he have?
You mean you're not wearing any face paint?
I will.
You can take off your face paint by selecting no paint from face.
But it's not a good idea.
Just select no paint when you want to skip wearing any face paint at all. But your camo index is never going to be as high without face paint as it is with it. Unless you want the enemy to see you, you ought to be wearing face paint.
Alright, I will. I should probably see if Major Zero has anything else to say.
Snake,
He's not as interesting as the
your
other
first
two.
task is to meet up with Adam, the contact provided by the KGB.
I know.
The rendezvous point is the abandoned factory to the north of your current position. Head north.
The abandoned factory. That's where I met Sokolov during the Virtuous Mission.
Correct, but we can't afford to have the same thing happen this time.
I know.
Okay, does he have anything to say other than...
Like the Virtuous Mission, Operation Snake Eater is a solo sneaking
He's useful information, just
There are
not
no
that
units in the
personable.
field to back you up. Avoid engaging the enemy whenever possible.
I know, you told us this kind of thing before. Use your camouflage, blah, blah, blah. Paramedic.
Snake, unlike the Virtuous Mission, this is a night operation.
That should help me to
You'll be encountering
sneak
nocturnal
and...
animals that you didn't encounter your last mission.
Oh, that's cool. Blend in better,
Some
right?
of them are venomous, like the king cobra, so be careful.
There we go.
If you get bitten by a venomous animal, the poison will spread through your body and rapidly drain your life gauge. If that's the case, go into the cure screen and survival viewer immediately and inject yourself with serum. Got it?
Got it. Tell me some more about the animals I can find.
Snake, unlike the Virtuous Mission,
This is the same thing. Okay. So I think that's it from her for the moment. And we are at 50-something minutes here, so let's go ahead and save.
Game, Snake?
And I know I didn't really do much playing here because there's so much cutscene, which I can't complain about because it's really interesting stuff, but I don't want to keep going because if I go and I make it up to Adam, then it's going to be even more cutscene, I'm assuming. So let's see if she has anything to say. Tell me about a movie.
Snake, have you ever seen Forbidden Planet?
I have not.
No, can't say I have.
It's about this expedition that goes to the planet Altair 4 in an ultra-fast spaceship. When they arrive, they meet the survivor of the last expedition, Dr. Morbius. Dr. Morbius was exploring the planet along with his daughter Altera and the versatile Robbie the robot. Ignoring the doctor's warnings, the expedition team is suddenly attacked by an invisible creature called the Monster from the Id. The special effects they used for the science stuff were really neat. I wish I had a robot like Robbie that could make anything I wanted it to.
Don't we
I'm
all?
more interested in that invisible monster. If I were invisible, I wouldn't have to bother hiding or wearing camouflage.
Maybe someday you'll be able to turn invisible.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back, and next time we will be in the jungle again. I think I want to work a little more on maybe Maybe I'll get some animals, so I'll have a little stockpile of food in case my stamina goes low. And, yeah, well, she said Adam cleared the way for us, but I'm sure there's still got to be enemy soldiers and stuff we're going to have to sneak from. We'll see.